What's up, y'all? It's your girl T. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday, May 19th, and it is 12:31. I have changed my wallpaper. Again, I needed something a little bit more fitting to what's happening in life right now. But anyway, I hopped on to open the vlog up, first of all. Second of all, we are actually going to the movies today. I am finally going to see Michael. If you don't know, like, I'm not like a fanatic of Michael Jackson. Like, obviously I enjoyed his music, but like, I don't know, it just wasn't a must see for me. So anyway, got my ticket, and yeah, the movie starts at 1. It's currently 12:32. I'm literally like 5 minutes from the theater, so I'll probably leave maybe about 12:50, 12:55, maybe right at 1 o'clock, since we get like 30 minutes of previews. I don't like to sit through the previews because my attention span is real short. My ADHD kicks in real quick. So anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much what I popped in for, just to open the vlog up. And then I'm just gonna refill my canister because, y'all, I have been having like 2 coffees a day. Don't know why, but I have been. That's that. So I'm just gonna put the blue bottles in here and the rest of the Chiaro, that one. I never know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that one. And I still have the sleeve of Double Dulce. I still have the Double Dulce sleeve. So we still have plenty to get us through probably like the end of June if I don't keep having 2 a day. My bad, y'all. But yeah, that's all I have going on right now. Y'all know y'all already know I'll bring you all along for the movie, but also, y'all, there is a fire like over the canyon, and they have not gotten it under control. And it's a warm day and it's a windy day. So if y'all can see the fire, the location, and then when I span out, focus. So the blue dot is me, and you see where the fire is and the zones. Yeah, I'm pretty close to it. I'm literally like over the canyon. This fire is 1,385.6 acres, and only 5% has been contained. This fire popped off. Come on, focus. This fire actually popped off yesterday. So, yes, I'm deep in the valley, but I'm in the San Fernando Valley, but like I'm literally like on the edge. But I just been praying without ceasing since this popped off. So I'm staying positive and keeping the faith. I haven't heard of any fatalities, so I'm praying that there are none. And there are a lot more fires like up north also. So if you all could find it in your hearts to just pray for, you know, California and the people that these fires are actually affecting, and just pray that it doesn't continue to spread, that they can just, you know, contain it and put it out. I'm praying that the winds die down, not necessarily shift, but die down. And yeah, I'm just praying that God smothers this fire for us, because it can be really devastating. There have been many a times since I've lived here. I've been here for 8 years. Since I've lived here, there's been many a fires that I have been in close proximity like this, and some have been even closer. Even the fire last year, where I'm at, the fire last year was in front of me on the other side of a canyon. The fire right now, here is me, is on this side of a canyon. So these fires spread really fast. So I just said all that to say to please pray for us. And yeah, it's going to be a great day. I have faith that this fire will be put out contained and there will be no fatalities. There have been some structural damage, but I'm praying that, that's the least of the worries, right? But yeah, that's all I have to say right now. This is starting to sound out real sad in the beginning of the vlog, but it's going to get better. And actually, like I say every week, I don't really know what's happening right now as far as like the way this vlog is going or how much I'm going to vlog this week. But we're going to start out with a movie. So I'm going to catch y'all in a little bit at the theater. Right now it's 12:37, so I still have a few minutes before I head out the door. Yeah, I'm going to catch y'all there. Peace. Y'all, can y'all see that? My car is filthy. Oh my God, I need to get a car wash expeditiously. That's my plan today also, is to go get my car washed after the movies because, whoo girl, these trees be eating my car up. You hear me? But anyway, yeah, let's head to the movies. So let's get into this movie theater. It is hot. It is already 90 degrees. It was only supposed to be like 85. So yeah, I'm just wearing my POC tee and some leggings. So yeah, let's get in this movie theater. Can y'all see the smoke? It's not as bad as it was yesterday, so that's a good sign. What's up, y'all? We are back from the movie theater. Yeah, the movie was over with a while ago. It is 5:36. So I'm about to have me some dinner. I made some Brussels sprouts, roasted chickpeas, and some brown rice. I can take a peek. So I meal prepped yesterday, but yeah, I thought I would chit chat with y'all while I try to have a bite to eat instead of just staring at the camera. But yeah, just chit chat with y'all about the movie. I really enjoyed the movie. Like, I thought the acting was amazing. His nephew Jafar has like his demeanor down pat. You hear me? Like, every gesture, even down to the way he spoke, like he really studied his uncle to play that role. And I think it was a good idea to have him play the role. I think if someone else did it, it definitely wouldn't have hit the same, if that makes sense. But they did a phenomenal job. Costumes, the cinematics of it, like, I don't know the correct terminology, but like, it was just amazing, well thought of, the way that they just brought us along his career. Yes, Nia Long did great. Coleman Domingo did great. Like I said, Jafar, the other brothers, they did great. Like, I think the cast was wonderful. Yeah, I like the performances that they chose to share in the movie, and I just like how they really brought Michael Jackson, the person, to life in this movie. So we got a little bit more insight on who he was, if you will, and I like that. I like that they added the vitiligo without saying too much. Yeah, it made me cry a couple of times, well, more than a couple of times. It made me cry when it came to like his relationship with his dad, when it came to them showing him basically being a loner and not being able to be a normal child. And the other thing that really made me cry was like the whole Pepsi incident all over again. Like, the way they shined light on that and how it changed him good and bad. Like, it made him reflect and see what he could do for the world versus himself. And I'm glad they showed him setting up for himself. I hope these are like true facts of his life, where he like stood up to his dad, so to speak, like without being disrespectful, if you will, like, yeah. So anyway, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'm glad I actually went to see it while it was still in theaters. I don't think it would have hit the same if I would have waited till it came to streaming, which is what I was going to do. But then I was like, you know what? It's discount Tuesday. Let me go on Tuesday. And I'm glad I got my ticket. I got it at the last minute, honestly. I think I got it yesterday. I think I purchased my ticket yesterday. And I'm glad I did, because literally there was only like 3 seats sold at the time. Today when I went, it was jam packed. But what I'm thinking is, with the fire, like, I think everybody just wanted to probably like get out of the house, because right now the wind has shifted. Since the wind has shifted, the smoke is circulating. So it's pretty heavy. Like, when I left the movie theater at like about like 3:30, literally a mile and a half down the road is where the movie theater is. You couldn't smell the smoke. You could see it very faint. But by the time I got home, because of the wind, because I'm closer to the fire, so to speak, you would think that that mile and a half wouldn't make a difference, but it does. But anyway, when I got home, like, I literally had to take my jacket and like cover my nose and my mouth, because it was just that bad. Like, I could just feel it creeping in my throat. I'm just sitting here, not really watching TV. It's on Samsung TV, on Ebony TV by Lionsgate, and it's showing Power, which they show all of the time. It's either Power or Greenleaf. One of the two is always streaming on this channel. Every once in a while, they'll throw a movie in, but it's usually a Tyler Perry movie. But if there's nothing good on YouTube, I usually turn this channel on. But actually, I kind of was just scrolling Instagram, if I'm being honest. Another alert for the fire. So there's this app called Watch Duty. I think I showed y'all this yesterday. What's today? Tuesday? I showed y'all that this morning. It keeps me up to date. I did have the notifications turned off until yesterday. I turned the notifications back on, because I do need to know, especially since the fire is so close to me. But if you live in, I think honestly, any state, I think you can get this app, and like people that live in like Arizona or like Texas or New Mexico, I know they get fires, and even up north, like in Portland and Washington, download the app. But anyway, I'm gonna go and stop eating in y'all face. But I just wanted to come back and share my thoughts on the movie with you all. I cannot wait for the second part of his story. I think it is a remarkable story that he was able to take control of his life and his career. It saddens me the way he grew up. Like I said, I've never was like a huge fan. I enjoyed his music. I enjoyed the entertainment from him. And he's a human. He was a human being. So above all of that, like, you could just see like who he was, the kindness. Like, it's just so sad how his life ended. But anyway, I'm gonna go because it's so sad. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you all watched the movie. If you didn't, try to check it out while it's still in theaters. If not, watch it when it come on stream. It's a really good movie. Especially if you're a Michael fan. I'm pretty sure you've probably already seen it every day since it came out, honestly. I know a lot of people that have seen it multiple times already. This was my first time seeing it 2 weeks after it came out. And the fact that it's 2 weeks later, and I'm pretty sure because today was discount Tuesday or whatever, the theater was still packed. So people are still trying to see this movie in theater. Said all that to say, go check it out in the theater before it's out of there. All right, y'all. Peace. What's up, y'all? It's your girl T. It is actually Wednesday afternoon. It's 2:24 in the afternoon. I have been trying to set up, I don't know if y'all can see my HomePod, but it's bugging. It don't want to reset. The more and more I try, It's just not, it keeps saying that it's unsuccessful. So we're going to try again. You're not supposed to have it too far away from the home pod. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, it takes you through prompts where you have to agree to the terms, things of that nature. Um, Connect it to the Wi-Fi. So we're just waiting for it to set up. I've done this like 10 times already. But anyway, I actually came on because it is a warm day today. And this is the first day that the first time that I'm wearing shorts since it's been warm. It hit like 88 degrees at like 12 o'clock. And that's our high today. And it's supposed to be like that until further notice, because this evening it's not gonna cool down until like around 8 p.m., 7 or 8, I think, in the lower 70s. And that can still be pretty warm here since it's pretty much hot all day. Also, the fires are still going on. They've contained about, I think, like still at 5% containment for the Sandy fire, which is over the canyon for me, and then the other fire in it's east. I think it's in the San Bernardino Valley, I think is what it's called, or I don't know. There's a big fire there also. But anyway, said all that to say that there's still a lot happening with these fires. Just continue to pray for California, for the people that is being affected. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this home pod to reconnect, and it is not doing that, and it is so annoying. I've done this like 20 times. I started the day before yesterday. I unplugged it again. Yesterday I didn't touch it because sometimes my patience can be real short. So it's reading it. The problem is it's just not connecting. The crazy thing is it actually connected the other day. Like I was able to play music through it, but then it wanted to do an update and the update never updated. So here I am trying to go through this yet again. This home pod might actually be done for because it is old. I think I got it, I don't know, 2018, 2019. I'm not going to waste my time to keep trying, honestly. I feel like if it doesn't connect, I'm just going to have to let it go, or I don't know. I've gone on Apple support to try to figure it out. I've done everything that it said to do to connect it. It's not working. So I don't know. Yeah. It's saying it again. Setup failed. So at this point, we done. I think I got my money's worth. Yeah, 6, 7 years of having it. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go because, yeah, I already did my Bible study this morning. I did all the things this morning. I need to edit the vlog that's going up tomorrow. I do want to go out, but I don't want to go out. Like, it's hot. And then the smoke from the fire is like, I do need to take my trash out, so I'm going to at least do that. I really want to sit on my balcony, but the smoke from the fire is like, girl, no. I really wanted to go out, lay out, and get some sort of a tan today, but the smoke from the fire was like, girl, no. I feel trapped, although I know I'm not. And I did not go wash my car the other day because I was thinking, I'm just going to come home. It's going to be parked under trees. It's going to be dirty again. But what I was thinking is when I do go get my car washed, instead of going through the car wash when I get my gas, that's usually what I do. I think, like I was saying, it did a ding again to try to connect again. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, instead of continuing to just wash my car as I get my gas, and because of the trees that the parking spaces are under in the parking is assigned parking, so I can't just randomly park somewhere else where the tree line isn't. Um, I think what I'm gonna do is just go to the car wash that has a monthly membership. It's like 20 something bucks, and I can go as much as I want to wash my car, because during the summer months is when it's the worst, because whatever is falling off of that tree, it's worse during the summertime, because that's when everything grows. So anyway, my car looks a hot mess. It looks so bad that it looks like it doesn't work. I'm not speaking that into existence. I'm just saying, like, yeah. So I may or may not go do that today, because I need to wipe the inside out and vacuum it. If I do, I could say I may go later, but at the same time, it's like, girl, it's still gonna be hot. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try. I really want to get outside and touch some grass today. That's what I want to do. But the fire, the smoke, it's a lot. It's exhausting. Anyway, I rebuke that. Life is still good. I'm still alive and well. Yeah. Uh, I need to get this editing done, so that's what I'm about to do. I actually need to eat something because I haven't eaten lunch yet. And y'all, I'm still on this not eating after 6 p.m. I don't know if that's helping or not, but we will see. But anyway, I am going to go because I've been talking too much. I'm gonna see how much of this I can chop and screw, make it make sense. Because y'all know sometimes y'all don't see it because I cut it out. I just be babbling about nothing. And then when I replay to edit, I'm like, Tamika, none of that was necessary. Like, none of it. And y'all already know I don't like to be here to waste y'all time. Like, I try to give you the meat. Old saying, swallow the meat, spit out the bones. If you don't know, ask your grandma. She might know about that. But anyway, let me go. I'm going to catch y'all later. Peace. Okay, y'all. I just came from taking my trash out. Let me tell y'all something. I opened the door, immediately closed it. Came back in, grabbed my N95. Thank God I still have like a nice pack of these. Because, baby, and I have asthma too. Listen, I don't need that smoke in my lungs. You hear me? Yeah, they weren't wrong when they said that, because even like last night, yesterday evening, probably maybe around 5, 6 ish, it was really, 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 really bad. Like, the smoke was getting through the cracks and crevices of my apartment. And I don't know if that's a sign of poor design. I don't think so. But it was bad for like, I was in my apartment with my mask on. Like, that's how bad it was. And they say to keep your air on to circulate, but like, even with the air on, it just seemed like it was just getting worse and worse and worse. So I put my mask on. Right now I don't smell it indoors, so I'm okay. But baby, as soon as I hit outside, I was like, oh, we going back in the house. So we won't be going to get the car washed today. No ma'am, no ham, no bam, no spam. So this is going to come out after the fire, but I pray everyone was safe during the fire. I pray that you stayed indoors if you didn't have to be outdoors. Yeah. How excellent. How excellent. How excellent. How excellent is thy name. I know y'all can't hear it, but it's playing in my ear. And let me tell you something. One thing I'm doing is I'm going to sing and praise all day long. You hear me? But, oh, Jesus. Also, another thing is that not only is it smoky, but like the ashes are flying around. And I'm praying that it does not spread embers this way. Nobody has time for that. But like the ashes, they look like flurries or something, but it is ashes flying around in this wind. Thankfully, it's not too windy, but it is a breeze. We're going to be in a house today. I'm praying that by tomorrow, Friday, they will have gotten a good grip on this fire because, girl. And also, with it being warm this week, I just knew I was going to be able to sit out by the pool, get me a little light tan going on, hop in the pool for a few minutes. The fire said, yeah, no. Maybe I'll go to the beach tomorrow. We'll see. I just need to get outside. So maybe I'll go to the beach tomorrow is what I'm thinking. I don't know, y'all. I know God is in control. That's what I know. So I'm just going to continue to pray as I have been praying. All right, y'all. I'm going to go because I'm just babbling about this fire. And I don't want this whole vlog to be about this fire. So anyway, hopefully tomorrow I will get up and get out and head to the beach. But for now, I'm going to work on tomorrow's vlog. I need to finish editing it, and make sure it's ready to be live tomorrow morning. And yeah, I'll probably apply to a few jobs. That's about it. I don't really plan on doing a whole lot. I'm just going to chill out, relax, get in my word again because, yeah, I need it. I'm trying really, last thing, and I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to let y'all go after this. I promise I'm going to let y'all go after this. So what I'm trying to do is limit my time on my phone and on my social media, even though I typically listen to music through my phone, whether it's in my ear, on my HomePod, thank God it's connected again, or on my MacBook. But anyway, said all that to say, I have my phone set up for social media an hour at the most every day. And I actually think I'm actually going to decrease that to probably 30 minutes. So anything outside of that, it'll have to wait until further notice. But honestly, my goal is really to just tap out of my phone, if that makes sense. Like I really need to just disassociate because since I've been on my sabbatical, because again, that's what we're calling this, a sabbatical. Since I've been on my sabbatical, I have been over consuming social media and been on my phone. Like if I go from one app to the next and I'm like, oh God, I'm tired of this app, I just start going through my apps to see what I can do. So at this point, I'm trying to disconnect, disassociate, detach from my phone as much as I can. If it's not needed, I don't plan on being on it. That's the goal. That is the goal. So today is day one. I've already burnt through my hour of social media. How sad is that? How sad is that? It is only 3:04 and I've already burned through my hour of social media. Yeah, I'm telling on myself right now. And if I'm telling on myself, I'm sure I'm telling on you too. So hopefully this will be your sign to disconnect a little bit, not only from social media, but just from your phone in general. Like we are like this so much like all day long. Like every time the Watch Duty app goes off, I'm picking it up to see what's happening with this fire. But I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to chill out. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to chill out. So I encourage you to step back from your phone, sit it down, turn the notifications off. Only the mandatory ones need to be on. Like I've never had, well, for years now, I have turned off my social media notifications. So that's not necessarily my distraction is notifications from social media. My distraction is my own distraction, picking it up, looking at it, doom scrolling. So I'm trying to break that habit. Like literally, this is what, 3 weeks now I've been on sabbatical. Today exactly, it's a Wednesday that I've been on sabbatical, and I've been doing things, but I've been doing a lot of doom scrolling also, like even like through the night. Like I find myself sitting here, like once I've gotten all my necessary things done, I've noticed that in the evenings I've been sitting here and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And yesterday evening, but I think it was keeping me distracted from all the smoke. But at any rate, I realized while I was sitting here, like I was just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I look at the time and I look at time. It's like, y'all, I'm embarrassed to say this, but it was literally 3 hours later. Yeah. So It's embarrassing. Yes, it's embarrassing. But hopefully my embarrassment will encourage you to put the phone down. So that is the goal, to put the phone down, find something else to do with my life. I have plenty of books to read. So, actually, while I'm talking about that, so y'all know how I like to read books simultaneously. Usually I read like 3 books at a time. They're usually like different genres. So in my mind, I don't get it all mixed up, if that makes sense. So this book right here, I bought this book like 2 years ago. I started reading it, right? The bookmark is still there. Can y'all see it? Let me put this on so I can use both hands. I love having a mic, yo. Like, seriously, I feel like a professional. Nah. But whoever trended this, however this became a trend, I'm glad it became a trend. And I hope it never not be a trend. But anyway, I bought this book like 2 years ago. When I bought it and when I started reading it, I don't think mentally that I was ready for this. I don't know if it's just me and my advanced mind. But anyway, I got to chapter 3. The bookmark is there. And as I was reading it, I actually got bored with it. And that's the truth. That is the truth. Like, I am one of those that my brain has to really be challenged. Like, you really have to grab my attention like right away. So, said all that to say, I'm going to start over with this book. I have the resources to go with it also, right? To challenge my brain. I was using them the first time I started reading this book, but it was kind of redundant. Like, it was not really anything extra. So what I'm going to do is I am going to try my best to, like, and I usually do this, like, read beyond the lines, and really tap into my Bible versus tapping into the book. The book is a resource to get me closer to God, right? So my goal is start this book over again. Once we start this book over again, but in my opinion, from the first 2 chapters, it didn't really grab my attention like that. But I'm gonna start over again, as always, with an open mind, and hopefully I'll learn something. And hopefully it drives me closer to God. That's the goal, right? So the next book that I'm going to read, that I started reading, this is May. I think I started reading this book in February. Surprisingly, not that it did not grab my attention. I've just been occupied with other things. I have not picked it up since that day. And I remember because I went to the beach that day. Yeah, my man, Allen Iverson, his memoir. When I say my man, I mean like, not my man, but like my dude. Like, he cool, you know? Like, if you know, you know, like, he is my all-time favorite basketball player. But anyway, said all that to say, I will be starting his book over also. I did have the page mark, but for some reason, I took my page mark out because I knew that I wanted to start it over again. I think I just read like the first chapter. But anyway, said all that to say, these 2 will be my reads. And I'm really hoping to get through them by the end of June. Don't hold me to it, but that's the goal. I really want to, because other people that I've heard, I'm piggyback on this book. Other people that I've heard read this book, like, they have really enjoyed it and got something from it. Maybe it's in the middle, maybe it's towards the end, but I'm going to try it again. Okay. Once I get done with those 2 books, then I will do a review of these 2 books plus the other book that I finished the end of last year. What was it called? How to Unhurry? Something like that. That was a really good book. It got my attention like right away, immediately, and throughout the book, it kept my attention. I have a lot of post-its on that book because there are a lot of nuggets in that book. So once I get done with these 2, I will do a book review on 3 books. That's the plan. Don't hold me to it. Hopefully I can actually do that for y'all. We'll see. Am I starting a book club? Absolutely not, because I know me. I love to read, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I have my moments where I don't read. And apparently, I haven't been reading these last 4 months, clearly. Anyway, I'm going to go and I'm going to catch y'all later. Peace.